That would be, I think, the preferred way to do it.
Congressman Ellison, last question, and that is about the midterm elections tomorrow. You're considered to be very much in a safe seat, but it does look like if the polls are right, and we don't like to talk about polls very much, we like to talk about issues, that the House could go Republican. And one of the issues that President Obama has had to deal with as he goes out late in the game around the country is not so much how they frame the issue, but what his policies have been. You oppose the surge in Afghanistan. Many might say he became president because he was opposed to the war in Iraq. That was the difference between him and Hillary Clinton, and that's what got him the Democratic nomination. The people in this country who are so deeply disappointed by what they thought would be the change that he represented. What do you say about that, and what it would mean for Congress to go Republican after tomorrow?
Well, let me say this. I want to say to all progressives that we really need to understand what we will be doing to the cause of peace, economic prosperity for working people, if we hand this thing back to the Republicans. You will see a flurry of subpoenas issuing out of a Darrell Issa-led oversight committee. You will see offers to try to repeal health care reform and Wall Street reform. You will see, and if they can't repeal it, they will try to defund it, and they will shut the government down in the same style that Newt Gingrich did before. You will see a flurry of faux investigations. You thought Whitewater and Ken Starr were bad. You're about to see something worse than that, and you're about to see these shock troops across the country under the guise of some of these right-wing populist organizations known as the Tea Party really get rambunctious. And so, in my opinion, it would be a disastrous thing. My request for progressives, Amy, is to say, look, you know what? You can't make changes quickly as you want to. Change is not an easy process, but you got to stick and you got to stay. What if progressives in 1950 said, you know what, this civil rights stuff is hard. We haven't seen the progress we were looking for, and so we're just going to abandon the effort? Please don't do that. Stick, stay. And remember that this movement is not about a personality or a president or even an election. It's about restoring dignity to working and middle-class Americans, eliminating poverty, upholding civil and human rights and inclusion for everybody. It's about a politics of generosity, and you can't necessarily do that in one election cycle, and it's not easy. So stick and stay. Turn out and vote. Don't hand this thing back to those guys. You will regret it. Well, Congressman Keith Ellison, I thank you for being with us, joining us from Minneapolis, the first Muslim member of Congress. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. There are ballot initiatives that are going to be voted on across the country. After break, we'll talk about some of them. Stay